What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jess, if you're new here. Thank you for being here. The other day, isolation day 50 to be exact, I was sitting outside on the balcony thinking, as most of us do or are doing during this isolation. I was thinking about the things I value and what's important to me, which kind of made me think about my childhood, because they always say that a lot of your values stem from when you were a kid or growing up. And it got me thinking about how weird I was as a kid. Me and my sister were always into gods and witches and spells and sacrificing, and we would collect soapstone and bring wagons of it home, and my dad would be like,
"What am I gonna do with all these rocks?"
And I think I kind of suppressed that part of me. There was like a certain sort of shame forming around it. And I realized it's a huge part of who I am, which I think I've always known, but I didn't realize like how much of me is that. I wanted to make this video to kind of let people into me and myself and who I am, and like this big part of me that a lot of people probably don't know. And maybe it'll help some people, because no matter what you believe or what you're into, you should never suppress any part of you. You always find a way to let that light shine. What do I believe in now? So when it comes to my beliefs now, I wouldn't say I believe in God or what most people believe God to be. God to me isn't an old man with a long white beard that sits in the clouds and watches us and judges our every move. God to me is energy. I believe that there is a higher power. I don't know what that is, but I do believe that there's something bigger than ourselves. I don't think it's a mistake that we are here. We definitely have a creator, but I mean, that's one of the biggest mysteries of life, isn't it? Why are we here? Who brought us here? But I do believe in energies. I believe everything has an energy. I believe that once we are done here on this plane, our lives don't just end, our souls don't just end. I believe we are infinite beings in a human existence, a human experience. There's a lot of things I do, I guess, spiritually. I think anything can really be spiritual if it brings you closer to yourself. So a few things that are a big part of me or my daily spiritual practices are just things that I enjoy or I'm interested in. Tarot. I've been into tarot for a while. I have a deck of tarot cards, but it's not something I fully understand yet. If I do a tarot reading on myself, I have to look up the card meanings, which is fine, but I kind of want to get to a point where I have my own intuitive meanings for each card. I also watch a lot of pick a card readings on YouTube. Some of my favorite are from Tarot Priest and Stargirl the Practical Witch, and I will link everything I say in the description box if you want to check it out also. Another thing I do is meditate. This is something I think a lot of people do now. It's become more mainstream, which is great. I started meditating about 3 or 4 years ago. My fiance actually got me into it. I haven't gotten into the habit of it until recently, I would say in the last couple months, like actually doing it daily. I started out using the Headspace app, which is really good. And then I started doing guided meditations on YouTube. Now I actually use the air conditioner method. When you focus on a sound, I like to use a resting heartbeat, which has some soft hertz music underneath, like 528 hertz I think. I found that has been the best for me. It works the best for me. But the thing with meditation is you have to find what works best for you, so it takes a lot of experimentation, but it's definitely worth it. Yoga. Yoga has been huge, 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 huge part of my spiritual journey. The thing about yoga is it is a moving meditation. It combines movement with breath. So you get like a mind-body connection. It's like a whole other thing. So I started doing yoga every day about 1.5 years ago. I started with Adriene 30 Days of Yoga, Yoga with Adriene on YouTube. She just has a really calming voice. She explains things really well. I like how she really emphasizes the meditative, spiritual aspect of yoga. So she's probably my favorite. I've been doing it for a while now, so I kind of make up my own flows. I'm enjoying being sort of creative with that. I used to go to a lot of hot yoga classes. One of the teachers actually has a YouTube channel, Rajaa. I will link hers also below, as I said. I've actually also been thinking of going and doing my yoga teacher training now that I have all this time. So we'll see what that brings. Yoga's been a game changer spiritually for me, so if you're looking for a good form of exercise and a good way to combine meditating and moving, yoga's free. Astrology. It's basically like my religion. Every day I wake up, check my horoscope. I wouldn't say I base my entire life around what my daily horoscope says, or my monthly, or my weekly, or my yearly. I sort of use them as a guideline, or almost as like advice, or like a mentor. I can understand why people think it's like hoaxy or woo-woo or stupid. Astrology comes from the stars, from the planets, where they're at, where they coincide with your chart. And the fact of the matter is that we are 97% of what a star is made of. So how could our lives not intertwine with that? I don't know, it seems silly to me. Scorpio sun, Cancer moon, Gemini rising. What's yours? Put it in the comments. And I do want to touch a little bit here on CBD also. I have a whole video about CBD. It's honestly like, cannabis is sort of a miracle plant. I know it's kind of still a taboo subject, which I don't fully understand, but I've been using CBD for 1.5 years, and let me tell you the grounding effects that it has. Clarity. Just watch my other video. Something else I've been more into, I would say more recently, like in the last couple of years, is numerology. I feel like numbers don't discriminate. Anyone understands numbers. And I feel like they have an energy just like everything else does. I think with numerology and angel numbers, you really have to sort of build your own map around them, or your own beliefs. I look them up a lot of the time because I think at first you need to kind of realize where they're coming from and what they're trying to tell you when you see them. Like for me, 777 or 7 is like a very spiritual number. It's a good number. I dream about numbers a lot. I find that they correlate with like a lot of what I'm going through. But again, this is something I'm still learning, but I find super interesting. Those are some of the main things. I also journal. I enjoy a lot of alone time. Music is a big one. Oshun and Aurora are huge spiritual musical artists for me. Self-care is a very spiritual thing too. I would say anything that makes you feel like yourself, more connected to you. So really I made this because I just want everyone to be able to embrace that part of yourself that maybe you hide from the rest of the world, or feel that is weird or strange, or that people won't understand. That's okay. They don't have to understand. And you can explain it to them and show them through your actions, like what it's all about. The best part about life is that we're all different and we aren't made the same for a reason. You know, like we're supposed to be teaching each other and lifting each other up in our differences. So I think we should do that. I've definitely learned that who you surround yourself with definitely shapes who you are. And Surround yourself with people who increase your vibration, not lower it. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and want to see the best in you and want to see all of you, regardless of what that is. That's just a touch on me and my spiritual journey. If you'd like to see more like this or in-depth video of anything that I talked about, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video comforts you or inspires you to be more authentic. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video with your friends if you like it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.